Hi, glad to be here today. My name's Alice. I'm the founder of Mama on Palette, Singapore's first community for mothers who love art. Please take a look at this beautiful painting by our Mama on Palette artist, Yu Yuebo. It captures the beauty, the essence of motherhood through the lens of the Mosuo women. The Mosuo tribe is an ancient society that is nested near the Lugu River in China. And it offers a very unique perspective to family and parenting. Guess what? In the Mosuo community, women lead the household, where the entire extended family come in to support and carry the shared responsibility of child raising. In our current world, the Mosuo philosophy offers a refreshing contrast, because in here, parenting often sounds like a stressful job, isn't it? This is the Mosuo tribe in the real life. They can always be seen singing, dancing, chatting, often with children by their side. Parenting to them is a natural, unhurried, and joyous part of life. There's so much we could learn from the Mosuo tribe in our current society. Maybe we can consider take our life a little easier, embrace simple joy, and trust the power of community. And perhaps we can develop a third life beyond just work and family. And perhaps we can find a space where we truly embrace something that is uniquely satisfying, fulfilling for our own. In the real world, however, mothers, women are facing unprecedented challenges. We shan't neglect the stress that is put onto new mothers, especially when they are experiencing depression, anxiety, and stress. One recent tragedy happened here in Singapore last year, where a mom, a new mother, and her 3-week-old baby were found dead underneath a HDB block in December last year. This mother, believed to be experiencing extreme PPD, also known as postpartum depression, shows concerns towards caring for her newborn, including her jaundice, as well as her own capability of producing enough breast milk. And do you know that PPD is an increasing issue here in Singapore? Last year, KK Hospital reported a 47% increase in PPD cases. Here in Singapore, mothers are juggling multiple responsibilities, the strains of motherhood, as well as the increasing social expectations to be the perfect parent, have put so much pressure on the mothers, and this could sometimes lead to extreme outcomes. This is what I have experienced after becoming a new mother at the age of 26. Extreme loneliness. I feel lost in the midst of relentlessly feeding, pumping, burping. Well, for those of you who don't know what burping is, it's the exercise of patting your baby's back to release the extra air after each feeding. So this exercise could take easily 30 minutes to an hour. So suddenly, my life evolves around my baby. My 24 hours were lost in this new parenting life. Hobbies to me seemed to be like a distant dream, while I couldn't even have time to have a proper meal. At the age of giving up, an artsy playdate re-enlightened me as I met with parents at a similar life stage, and as I was just rediscovering drawing again. The sense of taking control just by holding a simple color pencil, doing a few sketches on a notebook, helped me find myself again. Engagement with creativity allows me to reclaim my identity and give me a sense of freedom and autonomy. This, later I have discovered, is related to the concept of a third life. But before we talk about the third life, let's take a look at a third place. The third place in sociology is defined as environments that are outside our two primary social spaces, which are our home and our workplace. Carrie Christensen, co-author of the book, The Great Good Place, argues that the third place are essential with our mental well-being. It has the potential to cure loneliness and are crucial with civic engagement, democracy, and also to develop a sense of belonging. So what are the third places? They can be churches, they can be parks, they can be bookstores, they can be cafes, right? Any other places where you find joy, you find yourself again outside of your home and your workplace. Now, what about a third life? Life goes beyond physical places. It's really about how we identify ourselves as social beings. As we take on new roles in our life, as mothers, as wives, as workers, and many others, our identities also evolve and are shaped by all these new identities, new journeys. Now, if you look at the circles, you have your life as a caregiver, you have a life as a worker, but this additional layer of a third life, it could be an artist, could be a community builder, could be a writer, they actually add an additional flavor into how you identify yourself as a person. And for me, as a working mother, I find embracing my personal hobbies outside of caregiving and earning a life truly fulfilling. My passion for writing, drawing, and community building here at Mama on Palette always helped me balance my emotions more effectively. Whether I am struggling with Monday blues or feel overwhelmed by the duties of motherhood, I'm always assured and I have confidence that there is an outlet I could run to that is my own space. And it is scientifically proven that women who just take on a soul caregiving role are more likely to experience depression, unfortunately. But in contrast, research also shows that women who pursue her personal interests and hobbies are 60% more likely to reduce depression. So they actually have a better mental health. So this is my role model, Nobel Prize winning economist Claudia Goldin. She also emphasizes that with the right supporting structure, women can actually contribute substantially to economic growth. And this impact goes beyond just the individual and can bring positive impact to societal, psychological, and economic growth totally. Our history has shown no shortage of women who break the barriers and embrace their third lives. Mary Carey, she carries a Nobel Prize winning scientific career while raising up two daughters, one of whom has become a Nobel laureate herself. Maya Angelou, she is a singer, a poet, and social activist. Her career spanned across film, literature, and social justice. And the last lady, Frances Harper, her quote, "Every mother is a true artist," inspired me to found Mama on Palette. She is also the first African-American woman who write a short story. For her, she embodies women's resilience and creativity into embracing multiple identities and have showcased how developing a third life can not just foster personal growth, but also brings a greater social impact. Now, if we go back to the Mosuo women that I mentioned at the very beginning, the Mosuo tribe, remember, women take the lead of the household, and the entire family comes into support. They share the responsibilities of child caregiving. And in the Mosuo tribe, the philosophy of finding your tribe actually loses the burden of individual women, allows them to pursue their own passions outside of their duties as mothers and workers. This is exactly what we try to build at Mama on Palette. Seeing our mothers' happy faces after attending each Mama on Palette event fills me with pride. Many of the mamas shared with me that they really appreciate our programs are designed with a mother-first approach, not a children-first. And they really find joy in reconnecting with themselves, prioritizing their own needs, as well as making friends who share the same passion. As mothers, we carry lots of responsibilities. And sometimes what we do need is normal, the necessity of missing out, rather than FOMO, the fear of missing out. And sometimes we just need a moment to pause and regain our clarity again. With that, I would like to wrap up with this funny picture of my son wearing an octopus hat that we made during Singapore Night Festival. It's very vibrant and colorful. He absolutely loved it. So when I look at this photo, I can't help but think of us as mothers. Isn't it a wonderful idea to wear multiple colorful hats too? We are not just mothers, wives, workers, but we can also be artists, community builders, singers, writers, and any other identities that you desire. And I'm not just speaking on behalf of the mothers, but to everyone else in this room. Set out on your journey to look for your third life and see how much happier you will become. Thank you.